No kidding. Hey, take a look at this photo of Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, and their daughter Shiloh, who, you know, if you're used to seeing the family in the media and these photos of Shiloh, then you know that ever since she was little, she's been dressing a little bit more like a boy.
Always wanted her hair cut short.
Yeah, and always just more of a, you know, a boyish look to her. Well, now she wants them to call her John, and Brad and Angelina are getting so much flack over this, and I don't really understand why they'd be getting flack for it. I guess
like all of a sudden too, like this hasn't been going on for
years. And I think that they always have had a little bit, but now that she's taken this new step as she's getting a little bit older, and she says, I want to be called John, and she's clearly, you know, she's clearly associating with a
she's
male
transgender,
and
you can't force her. Well, no, she's transgender, and they forced her.
How do you know she's transgender?
Because she's been seen, and they've said so. The parents are acknowledging that fact.
But if you look back on all those pictures when she was really little,
and she always looked like a little boy,
because her parents dressed her like that.
Being transgender has nothing to do with hair.
A 2-year-old doesn't say that's what I want to wear.
You're wrong, because at 2,
no, I'm not wrong.
At 2, he did.
No, I'm not wrong.
At 2, he did.
I'm not wrong.
But he did at 2. So how do you argue with
because
that?
Because a parent puts those clothes on a child. Yes, they do.
If you understand,
do you go to Target and pick your clothes for your 7-year-old?
I know that when my 7-year-old says, "Mommy, I'm not putting that on," she's not going to wear it. So I could go buy her. I could go buy her 10 dresses, and she still wants to wear pants.
Oh, remember when we were talking about Kim Kardashian, and you were like, my girl's not going to wear that. Oh, she will not be caught dead in those clothes.
Listen, it doesn't mean if she has access to it, Amy, that doesn't mean she's necessarily going to wear it. What I'm saying here is, when you're transgender, this is science. You want to argue with, I know you know everything, but you want to argue with science, okay?
I'm so glad you admitted that.
Yeah, you cannot argue with science.
Can I get the vodka to add to this?
You can't argue with science.
I'm not arguing with science. I just simply made a statement that her parents have dressed her.
You said I was wrong. No, she's transgender. She thinks she's a boy.
I think she's, how old is this little girl? 8 years old? 8. I don't think at 8 years old you comprehend, I'm transgender. Like, I think she's too young to even know what's going on. I think maybe identify with more masculine trends, maybe, but I think she's too young to know.
She knows what she likes. She knows what she prefers to wear.
Ask a gay person.
She knows
they always knew they were gay.
She knows how she prefers to wear her hair, and so as a parent, isn't it okay to indulge your child that way?
I agree, but I'm also with Amy. Angelina's the one putting her in clothes every day.
Since she was little. Listen, I ran into them on the elevator. Shiloh was about 18 months, 2 years old, and she was dressed in not very feminine clothing. I don't think there's wrong with it. I just think that was Angelina's or Brad's style. I don't care. I don't care if that's the
I'm getting mixed messages because you are kind of saying it's not okay.
I did fight with my kids did fight me on some of the things that they wanted to wear. Case in point, when Jack wanted to wear his Power Rangers outfit every single day for literally like 3 months in a row, we had a problem with that. And so, you know, I had to put my foot down, but oftentimes it was like, I don't want the struggle, and I just put him in what he wanted to wear. So I think kids do say, I want to wear that.
Well, and how about the fact that if, as a parent, your child is already identifying with a different gender, and you keep trying to tell them, no, you're setting that kid up for the future. These kids commit suicide because they're having all these problems with identification.
That's a good point.
And if you can't even be accepted at home, who's going to accept you?
I'm not saying anything's wrong with what she's doing. I never said that. I'm not saying anything's wrong. I'm just saying her parents have dressed her like that from a little bitty stage.
Because she wanted to be dressed like that.
Yeah. I don't know that an 18-year-old is going to tell you that, or 18-month-old is going to tell you that, but I'm
Mother,
saying...
the combat boots are looking fascinating today.
My point is she has had this look since she was little bitty.
Exactly.
She's beautiful. I think she's wonderful. She should be applauded for who she is. I don't care anything about that. I'm just saying, she's worn this look since she was very young.
I know y'all miss
and we say that it's because that was her choice, even as a young child, not her parents, because her parents have other girls, you know. Then they dress the other girls like girls because that's what they want to wear. And so I just think it's interesting that they are getting so much flack now because, you know, they probably will call her John if that's what she is asking to be called.
And then you'll have people saying, well, why'd you put her in those clothes? And thererein lies the problem.
Right, it's because you dressed her that way that she's...
Yeah. Exactly. I don't think it's an issue at all. Let the kid dress how she wants to dress.
I don't know.
I think so too.
Okay.
Let me know what you think about... Oh, you know what? We're running out of time. Darn it, we have another good talker. We'll do it after the break. How about that?